YouTube, what it do? Ricky Unboxed here, and today we're going to be diving into the new Apple Watch.
For a public inquiry into the Eglinton Crosstown LRT. And Ontario's chief medical officer of health says flu season is 2:30 and currently sitting at 1 degree, but feels like -5 from 299 Queen Street West. This is Toronto's winter weather travel advisory, not only because of slippery roads, but also because of blowing snow that could reduce visibility depending on where you are. The system could bring 5 to 10 centimeters of snow by tomorrow morning. The city.
Oh my god! Wow! YouTube, Series 8 Apple Watch, 45 millimeters, 40 millimeter. Do you get it? Do you not? Do you skip it this Christmas? Guys, I'm going to be covering all of that right now. So, guys, my first impressions on the new Series 8 Apple Watch, it's really no different than the Series 7, other than you're getting crash detection and reading your blood oxygen level. Now, guys, I've had this watch for just around a month and a half now, and I probably checked my blood oxygen level maybe 5 times. You're really not going to check it. It's a flex. Do you really need it on the watch? No, guys, you don't really need it. The always on display is still on the Series 7 as well, but you do get a longer battery life with the Series 8. So you don't really notice much of a difference in battery life when it comes to the Series 8 while using that always on display. I found a little hack that I use. I find that if I have always on display on permanently, like day, night, everything when I go to sleep, I find that it does kill the battery a lot faster. But what I do, which you guys can do it too if you do like, I don't usually wear my Apple Watch to bed. I know people are probably like, why the hell would you not want to wear your Apple Watch to bed? Don't you want to track your sleep? Yeah, I get it, guys. I want to track my sleep, but for me, it's just uncomfortable. I don't like wearing things like that to bed. I like to be free. You know, some people, after a certain amount of time, you're not probably going to realize it. But for me, I just can't get used to it. And on top of that, Apple's tracking me enough, okay? They do not need to know when I'm sleeping. So for those reasons, I take the watch off. But the hack that I'm talking about, guys, is that I turn off my Apple Watch when I'm going to sleep, or if you want to wear it to sleep, just disable the always on display before you go to bed. In terms of screen size, I went with the 45 millimeter. I find that the bigger size makes it a lot easier to read mail or, you know, send a text if I'm reading anything on the Apple Watch. And I know you guys can still up the font if you want to, but it just feels a lot more natural. I like that bigger display. It's not super wide on, like, it doesn't really look super big on your wrist, in my opinion. I think it's a really good size and it looks really nice. In terms of the UI, I preferably like the UI on this watch, especially with the crown. It allows me to like zoom out and see all the applications. Now I also have a Samsung watch, and it's really cool too. You can kind of slide around the rim of the face, the bezel, to kind of scroll around applications faster. But I do like on the Apple UI that you can basically see everything at once, and you can, you know, move around and select whatever it is that you want to select. A lot of the applications on the Apple Watch are nice, like the banking app. If I want to really just quickly check what my bank balance is, or if you guys seen in the intro, I can start my car with the Apple Watch, which is a really nice feature, especially if you live in North America, guys. It comes in handy a lot. We're getting into the winter months now, and having that feature to start your car when it's cold outside comes in very handy. For the outer rim, I went with a gold stainless steel model. I like gold. I had a silver Apple Watch before, Series 6, that I traded in, but because I went with the gold iPhone 14 Pro Max, I wanted to kind of match the phone. Also, my jewelry, most of the times I usually wear gold as well, so I find that the gold kind of complements, you know, everything kind of fits in pretty well. Now, as for majority of people, an everyday watch, do you really want to go with a gold? I wouldn't suggest it. It sometimes can look a little bit classy, I guess, or like not very subtle, especially if I'm going to work. Guys, I know I do have a job outside of this. Kind of sucks, but yeah. I find that it's a little bit, you know, not as subtle as if you went with a silver or a black. That's why I went with a darker band. That way it can kind of tone it down. But if I'm going to be going out, it's still nice to be able to have the gold. I can just throw on a white band or something, and, you know, it goes really well with most outfits. So it's a plus. It's a win-win for me. In terms of size, guys, it's not really a big watch. I find it pretty small, whereas compared to maybe like a traditional watch, some of these ones, like, they can get really bulky. If you compare the two, like, they're pretty like, the Apple Watch is very subtle. I also have another one here. This one is a lot smaller. I find it like to be like about in the medium between the two. So the Apple Watch, definitely 45 millimeters. It's not really bulky. You can kind of cover it with your sleeve if you really want to. For Christmas, do you want to go with the Series 8? Do you want to go with the Series 7? Do you want to go with the SE? I definitely would recommend, don't get the Series 8. It's really a waste of money. Yeah, you get crash detection. Yeah, you get blood oxygen. But really and truly, it's the same watch as the Series 7. If you can save the hype, just go with the Series 7, guys. You're going to save a lot more money. The Series 8 is nice, but there's not really much different to it. I would, like, unless you're using always on display all the time, and you know you don't want to lose as much battery life, it's a little bit better than the Series 7 in terms of that. But other than that, guys, if you have an iPhone 14 and you really want the crash detection, the 14 has it, right? You don't have to get the watch, the Series 8. Christmas is coming around, guys. Save the money. Go with the SE or go with the Series 7. That's my take on it. That's my watch video, guys. Quick little review. I like it though. It's nice. But go with the Series 7 or the SE. Don't waste your money. Don't be stupid like me. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Peace.